Hello friends, this one more video tutorial by WebsListen. In this video tutorial we have make discussion on how to load data dynamically on page scroll by using Jquery Ajax and PHP. This is one type of pagination in which we have load more data on scroll of page, so on every scroll it will load data from table and display on web page without refresh of web page. In this video we will use Jquery and Ajax for the dynamic load data on the scroll by using PHP script. Here we will fetch data from table by using Ajax request with Jquery and send requested to PHP script that fetch data from database and send back result of data to Ajax request and display on web page. This event will fire when user scroll the page. Now let's start learning this topic. This is our testing database, and in this we have one table posts with table column like post head, post title, post author and post description. In this table we have already inserted hundreds of data. So we will this data dynamically on page scroll event. This is our index page, and on this page we have already included JavaScript library Jquery link and Bootstrap framework link. We will use functionality of both the library as per our requirement. On this page first we have defined one division tag with attribute it is equal load data. Under this tag we will display posts data which we will fetch from table. Below this table we have defined one more division tag with attribute load data message. Under this tag we will display load more data message. Now we have moved to write Jquery code. Here first we have write variable limit is equal to 7, value of this variable we will use to fetch 7 data on single select query. Then after we have write variable start is equal to 0, we will use value of this variable to define starting pointer of the data. Below this we have defined one more variable action is equal to inactive. This variable value will be active if fetch data request is running, otherwise this variable value will be inactive. Now we have defined one function load country data function with two arguments like limit and start. This function displayed data on web page by using Ajax request without refresh of web page. Under this function we have defined Ajax request, and in this we have write first option URL set to fetch.php page. We have send requested to this page. In second option we have write method option set to post. Here we have used post method for send data to server. In this third option we have write data option, and in this we can define which data we have send to server. Here we have write limit and start variable data to server. In fourth option we have write cache option, and we have set to false. This option will not cache operation data on browser. In last option we have write success callback function. This function has been called if request has been completed successfully and it will fetch data from server. Under this function now we want to display data on web page under division tag with the load data, so we have write $with division tag id load data with append method, and under this function we have write data argument. This method will append HTML data under this division tag. Then after we want to check it has received data or not, so we have write if statement, and under this condition we have write data variable is equal to blank. This condition will check if there is any data in this variable or not. If there is data then it will execute if block, otherwise it will execute else block. Suppose their data variable is blank, then we want to display no data found message. So we have write $with division tag with the load data message with HTML method, and under this we have write button tag with type is equal to button with text like no data found. This method will display this button with text like no data found. And in this block we want to change action variable value change to active, so we have write action variable is equal to active, that means user action is running. But suppose data variable has some value, then it will execute else block, and under this block we have write $with division tag id load data message with HTML method, and under this method we have write button tag with attribute type is equal to button with text like please wait. So this will display this message button on web page when it has received data from server. Under this block we want to change action variable value to inactive. That means user action has been completed. So our function is ready. This function will fetch data from table and display on web page. Now we want to load this function when page has been loaded. So we have write if statement, and under condition we have write action variable value is equal to inactive. This condition will check if value of this variable is equal to inactive, then it will execute if block of code. Under this block first we want to change action variable value change to active, so we have write action variable is equal to active, so in this block we have changed this variable value to active. After this we want to call this function, so we have write load country data function with two argument like limit variable and start variable. This function will load first 7 data from table and display on web page. Now we have moved to write PHP code on fetch.php page, and on this page first we have write if statement, and under condition we have write set function with argument like $post limit variable and $post start variable. This condition will check if both variable value is set, then it will execute if block of code. Under this block we have write first we want to make database connection, so we have write $connect variable is equal to miscli connect function with 4 argument like host name set to localhost, username set to root, password set to blank, and database name set to testing. After making database connection we have write $query variable is equal to select start from table posts order by posted in descending order limit $post start variable comma $post limit variable. This select query will fetch data from posts table with 7 data with fetching start from $post start variable. Now we want to execute this query, so we have write $result variable is equal to miscli query function with 2 argument. In first argument we have write $connect variable, and in second argument we have write $query variable. This function will execute query and store result into $result variable. Then after we want to fetch data from $result variable, so we have write while loop, and under this we have write $row variable is equal to miscli fetch array function with $result variable argument. This function will convert $result variable data to array and store into $row variable. Under while loop we have write echo statement, and first we want to display post title, so we have write header 3 tag, and between this tag we have write $row post title variable. This will display post title. Below this we want to display post description, so we have write $row post description variable. This will display post description on web page. And lastly we want to display author name, so we have write $row post author variable. It will display author name on web page. So our code ready that load first 7 data on web page. Friends, you can show, when page has been loaded then it has displayed top 7 records from post table. Now we want to load more data on web page when page has been loaded from posts table. So we have go to Jquery code, and here we have write $with window as selector with scroll method with function. When we have scroll page then this code will execute. Under this block we have write if statement, and under condition we have write $with window with scroll top method plus $window selector with height method greater than $with division tag id load data with height method, and action variable value is equal to inactive. This first get value from scroll top method and it will add that value window, and second height method return height of division tagged with the load data. If height of first will greater than, it will execute if block, and it will also check if action variable value is equal inactive, then also it will execute if block of code. If you have not write this condition, then it will fire action 2 times. Under this block first we have write action variable is equal to active. Here we have first change value of action variable value inactive to active. After this we have write start variable is equal to limit variable plus start. Here we have increased the start variable value to 7. Now we want to call load country data function, but we want to get some time interval, so we have write set timer method with function, and under this function we have write load country data function with 2 argument like limit and start argument, and lastly we have write 1000. So here we have used set timeout method, and so it will call load country data function after 1 seconds of waiting of time. After 1 seconds it will call this function and it will fetch next 7 data from table and display on web page without refreshing of page. So our code is ready to load dynamic data on web page on page scroll without refreshing of web page. So friends, you can see when we have refreshed the page and after this we have scrolled the page, then you can see that please wait button, and after some time it has been load next 7 data. So this way we have continuous scroll the page until last data. When all data has been fetched from table, then last it display no data found button has been displayed on web page. This type of feature has been used most of the social media site like Twitter, Facebook and many more. It has been load data on web page without refresh of the page. This is the one type of pagination which load data on data from table and display on web page on page scroll event. So friends, if you like this video tutorial, please share this video with your friends, or even you can also share this video tutorial on social media also. If you have any query regarding this tutorial, please comment your query under comment box of this video. If you want to get more update regarding our future video tutorial, please subscribe our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching this video.